Hello all, Darren Steenbergen Swagger Institute. Sunday afternoon, mowing my yard, thinking about you all. Honestly, just thinking about this situation that we continue to live in. And struck me, I got a story that I want to tell you that maybe somebody out there needs to hear. It's golf season in Kentucky. We're real thankful that the high schools are continuing to play golf. We had a tournament yesterday. Last weekend, we had a tournament that was postponed until this coming Friday. So my wife and I decided to go to the lake. And when we got there, I suggested, let's run across to this other marina and get something to eat. We had a couple friends met us there. We spent part of the afternoon, had a great time. It was great to sit outside and on the lake and enjoy a meal. As we were heading back, I told my wife, I said, we should have left just a little bit earlier because I can see a storm coming. As we turned the corner, there it was. And briefly, we discussed just hunkering down in the back of a cove, but we decided to drive through the storm. So she kind of faced the back of the boat, and honestly, I just charged. I drove right into the storm. The wind was blowing, the rain, it was blowing sideways, it was beating me on the face. It felt like needles were sticking in my face. But I will tell you, in that moment, I was energized. In that moment, I was living. I felt an adrenaline from it because I was charging through the storm. I think that's where we all were early in this COVID situation. We were determined to push through. This won't last. This storm will end soon. We will keep charging. And then the storm lingered. That day on the lake, if I had to drive to the other end of the lake, say all the way down to the dam on Dale Hollow Lake, it would have been a much longer journey. I would have driven through the storm for a longer period of time. And honestly, the adrenaline I was feeling, that determination I predict would have begun to wane. It would have beat me down. I would have gotten fatigued. And before the storm was over, before I got to my destination, there was a point where maybe that storm was about to break me. You see, I think that's the storm that we're now in. We've been driving through this storm for a long time. We've been determined to keep pushing through it, but the storm continues to linger, and now we're tired. And now you're tired. We're ready for this to be over. Today, I offer a little hope to you. I offer some hope that is this. The one consistent thing about every single storm that any of us ever face, that one thing is that it ends. Every single storm, it always ends, and this one's going to end too. It will end. So as we continue to try to push through this storm that seems like it's never going to end, I ask you to do this. I ask you to put yourself in the mindset that you go out tomorrow and you're more determined than ever. That the longer this lasts, the deeper your resolve will be, that it will not break you. That the longer this thing goes on, the stronger you're going to be. Franklin Delano Roosevelt once famously said, "A smooth sea never made a skillful sailor." Well, hey, listen, there's no question, our waters are rocky right now. There's nothing calm about this. We're in the middle of a storm. But the waters will settle at some point. Things will settle down. Things will be calmer, and you'll be able to look back and know, I kept driving through the storm. I didn't let it beat me. It made me stronger. I was more determined, and I showed everyone around me, all the people that I love and care about, this is the way you handle adversity. This is the way you drive through a storm. Be determined. Be resilient. Do not quit. Don't let it beat you. Spread your joy to others more than you've ever spread it. I'm rooting for you. I believe in you. This is going to end. We'll get through it. Swagger on, y'all.